Welcome to day 24 of me trying to get rid of my porn addiction in 120 days. I want to talk mainly about discipline today and just the discipline I've been building throughout this challenge, and also how the problems I've had with discipline growing up, and how being on NoFap, the biggest thing that I've been a prisoner to. I'm telling you, I couldn't go 3 days without fapping. Every urge I would get, I needed to act on it. It was almost like a cocaine addiction. To me now, going 24 days clean, this is something that my past self would have never thought I could have done. And I've been noticing that it's not just about NoFap. When you conquer something, that you thought you were never going to get rid of, it spills over into every other area of your life. Me going to the gym now doesn't even feel like it's work. It feels like I'm just enjoying myself. I'm going to push myself. I enjoy going to the gym. Same with eating clean. Eating clean has become a lot easier, and I do believe that that's mainly because of NoFap. When you have confidence that you could get rid of porn, you get rid of porn, or let's say you're killing it in the gym, you get rid of all these vices, you get rid of whatever it is that is holding you back. There's a certain halo effect, and if you don't know what a halo effect is, basically it just means that if you have one good thing in your life, basically it's gonna spill over into every other areas, or maybe it's domino effect. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but discipline. This is the biggest thing. Discipline is what will get you further. You could have all the talent in the world, but if you're not disciplined enough to put in the work, nothing's gonna happen. I remember times when I told myself I was gonna get rid of my porn addiction. But guess what would happen? Every single time I would just bite into that urge. For you, it might be the same. You have a certain personal record that you get to, but you just can't get past that certain day. And what I want to say is, to build discipline, and to get more disciplined, you need to be hyper aware. You need to be very hyper aware of what you are doing. What are these certain habits? What are these certain things that you're doing that are contributing to your porn addiction? Because most of the time, if you've been a fapper for so long, I was a fapper for 13 years. I jerked off to porn so much. It just becomes autopilot at that point. You don't think about this shit. You don't think about the deeper meaning of why you're going to porn. So what you need to do is get out your journal. Start really just writing down the times when do you feel the most drawn to porn. Because what I noticed is when I felt drawn to porn was when I was anxious. I had a fight. There was something in my life that was hurting me, and porn almost became like that safe space for me, and for you it could be something else. It could be because just porno, or maybe you just can't talk to girls. It could be a mix of things. Just get out a journal and write all these things down. And what you need to start doing is you need to start really being hyper aware. Maybe get an urge journal. Every time you get an urge, write down, why did I get an urge? Maybe you're just horny. And then after that, you can also write, what can I do to get rid of this urge? You can go outside for a walk, go to the gym, talk to a friend, go out into nature. There's many things you can do, man. I know a lot of people just say that, oh yeah, I just got an urge and it's hard. I'm telling you, if you just keep doing these things, you will get rid of it. You'll get to a certain point. You'll beat your personal best. And the thing I want to reiterate, I really want to get this through to someone who's watching this video right now and who's been struggling, going crazy, who can't get rid of the porn addiction, is that you're not going to get it right the first time. I'm 22 years old right now, and I wanted to get rid of porn when I was 17. I'm telling you, it's going to take a while. You're going to slip up. You're probably honestly going to relapse, and that's not a bad thing. The thing is if you relapse, it's not a bad thing. What you need to do is you need to improve, though. You can't just relapse and say, okay, fuck it. I relapsed today, so I might as well just go on a fapathon and fap 8 times. No. You need to really, as I said, journal. Start implementing new habits. Change what you're doing, because what you're doing right now is the reason why you have this porn addiction. Something needs to change. And the more you do that, the more you start improving, the more discipline you'll build. It's mainly just about just constant improvement. Put your ego down. Build discipline. Discipline is a skill. If you just keep on showing up every day, you keep telling yourself no, you keep doing the same things over and over and over again, you're gonna build discipline. It's gonna be a lot easier for you to say no to porn. That's how it was for me. The first day was the hardest. It was hard for me to just say no. Like I couldn't say no. I was on my bed and it was like late at night, and I legit just told myself that I just didn't want to do this. But then after that, over time, like the more I just kept on doing things, the more I started going outside. It became way easier for me to, say no to porn. I did have some ups and downs. What I've noticed is that when I do get urges, it's mainly due to boredom. But what I do, and what you can do as well, is you could just start meditating. Start meditating, because when you start meditating, you start becoming more present. You stop getting all up in your head, and you start seeing things for what they really are. It's like you're kind of, how there's that second person in your head who's telling you shit, who's being like, oh yeah, dude, just go ahead and do it. It's like that devil speaking to you. When you meditate, that voice almost kind of dims down a bit. So when you start getting into a habit of meditation, it will really help you when you're trying to get rid of porn. But anyways, that's all I want to talk about today. I want to talk about mainly discipline. In terms of how I feel on NoFap, I feel fucking amazing. As I said, I feel in control of my life for the first time. I'm enjoying the harder things in life now, like going to the gym. I'm enjoying creating these YouTube videos. This is a different type of video I'm actually going to be creating. I know I make B-roll videos mainly, but I want to start doing more of these videos. And if you've been constantly watching these videos, let me know in the comments if you want me to keep making these car videos. But yeah, in regards to how I feel, it's amazing. I still have a long way to go. I got 120 days. Yeah, if you have any questions about the journey, you have any questions on what you can do to get rid of your porn addiction, as I said, just leave it in the comments. And if you want to support me, you like who I am, feel free to subscribe, feel free to like all that stuff. But anyways,